If you want to predict how far you're going to go in life, look at the people in your life that are the closest to you. Could be a friend, family member, coworker, doesn't matter. Just take the people in your life that are the closest to you and look at their lifestyles and try to picture where they're headed in life. Because chances are you're probably not going to make it much further than them. That's because the people that are the closest to you are the ones that are the most influential. They have the most influence over the decisions that you make and the path that you choose to take. If those people are successful, then chances are you'll be successful as well, because they're going to influence you in a positive way. But if they're unsuccessful and aren't really doing much with their life, then chances are they're just going to hold you back. If they're going in the wrong direction, then they're just going to bring you down with them. See, there's a connection, a bond that you have with these people. And the more time you spend with them, the stronger the bond gets. It's like an invisible cord that ties you guys together. So you guys end up pulling each other down the same path. And if you try to take a different path than them, you're going to experience resistance. You're going to be playing this little tug-of-war game, pulling each other in different directions. And the side with the most influential power wins. So if all of them want to go in one direction and you want to go in a different direction, who do you think is going to win? They're going to keep you from going down the path that you want to go if you remain attached to them. Think of a person that's trying to kick a bad habit or just trying to make a positive change in their life in general. But the people that they normally surround themselves with keep pulling them back to their old ways. They keep attempting to change, and they might make some progress when they're not around those people, but whenever they are around those people, they just end up going back to their old ways, and they have to keep starting over. Now, 2 years ago, I was living in San Diego, but my lifestyle in San Diego was holding me back. I was drinking more than I should have. I didn't drink too often, maybe only once or twice a week, but when I did drink, I drank quite a bit. I was a binge drinker. And I would get some pretty bad hangovers that would affect me for several days after a night of drinking. And that was keeping me from being able to focus on other things that I wanted to do in my life. So I decided to cut back on the drinking, but the friends that were the closest to me at that time were keeping me from doing that. When I tried not to drink too much, they would joke around and try to get me to drink more. I mean, it was all in good fun. I didn't really take it personal because that's just how we were. We partied and we threw back shots of liquor again and again. But they were keeping me from doing what I wanted to do, which was cut back on the drinking. So I knew I needed to distance myself from them if I really wanted to cut back on the drinking. So I decided to get away and move. Now that wasn't the only reason I decided to move. There was a lot of other things that I also wanted to work on as well, but that was one of the main things. I decided to move to a place where I really didn't know anyone, or at least anyone close, because I wanted to be able to focus on what I really wanted to do in my life and get away from external influences that would cause me to veer off track. I wanted to start over fresh, so I decided to move to Hawaii, which is where I live now, and it's turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. In the 2 years that I've lived here, since I moved, I've made so many improvements in every area of my life. Not to mention that it's been about a year since I've had any alcohol. And I know I wouldn't have been able to make those changes if I stayed in San Diego, going down the same path that I was on, surrounding myself with people who kept pulling me back to my old ways. Now, I'm not saying that you have to quit drinking completely to be successful. Drinking might not be an issue for you. I was just using that as an example. And I'm not saying that you have to move either. What I am saying is that if you want to go down a certain path, it would be in your best interest to surround yourself with people who are on a similar path, or at least people who are going to support you on your journey. Surround yourself with people that have the same passions as you, that think the same as you do, who will motivate you, encourage you, people who do similar work so that you can collaborate with them. And minimize the time that you spend with the people that are just going to hold you back. You don't have to completely cut these people out of your life, just minimize the time that you spend with them. Because the more time you spend with someone, the more influence they will have over you. I mean, I still keep in contact with my old friends. We still hang out whenever I'm in town, if they're in town. I just don't drink anymore. We're still friends. We just don't see each other as often because we're on different paths now. The people that I surround myself with now are more in alignment with the path that I'm on now. They support my decision to not drink, and they support everything else that I'm trying to do in my life. They're my support system. As the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. The people that are the closest to you usually have similar interests as you, similar hobbies, similar mentalities, similar vibes, and you guys probably act the same. So the people that you surround yourself with are a reflection of you. So if you change, then the people that you surround yourself with will change. But also, if you change the people that you surround yourself with, then you will also change, because these new people will influence you in different ways. So choose the people that you surround yourself with wisely. Choose people that encourage you, not put you down. Choose people who will pick you up when you fall, not laugh at you. Choose people who are going down a similar path that you want to go so that you can support each other. Choose people who will help you, not compete with you. People who will push you to be your best. Choose people who know more than you or are more experienced so they can mentor you, because the people that you choose to surround yourself with will determine how far you go in life.